Hey, what's up, guys? Thanks for tuning in to Born Again Hooligan. I would definitely like to put out there a topic that I think is super important to remember and to focus on, and that being the power of our influence and who and what we influence by the decisions we make. So the way I heard it and the way that it has just kind of resonated with me is everybody has a blast radius, right? So everybody has people that are affected by the decisions that they make. Now, whether that be the obvious choice of it being our kids, our parents, but it goes so much deeper than that. We have no idea. When I went to prison, not only was I affected, but my mom, my brother, my entire family and friends, everybody was affected by that. And so whether we like it or not, our life has influence on other people. And so we got to really take a look and once again take another personal inventory and ask ourselves, is my influence on this person, whether it be my child, whether it be my parents, whether it be my brothers, sisters, peers, it doesn't matter, is that being beneficial to growth, progress, and betterment? Or am I taking away their time and wasting their potential and kind of putting them down? Or what is my impact, and how does that impact influence life in a way that what is that going to say about you when you're gone? And people say, oh, I don't care about what people think. And okay, to an extent that's cool, whatever, just be the rebel, whatever you want to do. But everybody does to an extent. So, and especially your family, the people that you care about. Why wouldn't you care about what your family thinks, about people that mean most to you, what they think? That should matter to you. And how we are, that influence to them, it should be love, it should be compassion. How are we influenced? We're supposed to be building each other up, and we're supposed to be doing it together. People, us as human beings, are created to be relational people. We're made to do this together, not to be isolated. And so once we get to a point where we kind of know what our influence is, if it's subpar, if it's below the level that it should be, if it's degrading people, if it's promoting negativity, whatever you're doing, if you're casting shade and throwing shade on people, bro, cut it. It's not worth it. It's not working. It's a waste of time. So the next step is to check the standard of life that you're willing to, that you're settling for. And everybody, like it or not, everybody is settling for a standard of life that they've set for themselves based off of their decisions, right? So that standard of life needs to really step it up. You need to step up that standard of life and to hold yourself to that standard regardless of who's watching. Or, you know what I mean? It doesn't matter. So people in their jobs do it all the time. People that are managers, people high up, do it all the time. They hold their colleagues, the other people, the people that are subordinates, to a certain standard that they don't hold themselves. And therein lies the problem. Now, it's easy to do that, but what we need to do is hold ourselves to a certain standard, and everybody else is going to gravitate to that. And if they can't, that's when they're not cut out for it. So set that standard by being that standard and being the change that you want to see. Be that standard of life that is above par, that is above okay. Are we meant to just sit here and be okay with just plateauing and hitting mediocrity and, oh, well, the bills are paid, so I guess, surviving school? No, we were made as a species to thrive and to flourish, not to just be okay with, oh, well, the bills are paid, so we're just going to sit here and coast. No, why can't we just push and progress? And we can do that with our influence and with our words. We have so much power, yet we look past it and we don't really take the time to notice the true power that we have as human beings, the influence that we have in other people's lives, the life and the positivity and the truth that we can speak to people based off not only our vocabulary, our words, but our actions that speak so much louder. That's so crazy to me. Our actions speak so much louder than anything we could ever say. So with that, I just want to leave everybody with, think about it. Just take a second, think about, what is my influence, who do I influence, and what does it look like? If I need to alter some things, if I need to kind of to change some things, to kind of switch up the script real quick, that's probably what needs to happen. And setting that standard above par for yourself, that's probably the best way to start. And I'm not sitting here claiming to be perfect. I'm not sitting here to claiming to have it all figured out. That's not what I'm doing, because I am a dad to a 5-year-old, and this kid looks at everything that I do. And for setting the standard, I'll kind of put myself out there real quick and say that I have a problem with being with road rage. It's really easy for me to just kind of go off, and he notices that. And so that's just something recently that I've kind of had to sit back and say, okay, this is the example that I'm setting. This is the influence that I have on him. What does that look like, and how can I better that? Because he now thinks that it's okay to just go off the handle and fly off the handle at anybody who cuts you off or doesn't speed up fast enough when the lights turn green. So it's petty things, but it's things that impact other people's lives, especially our kids. What kind of example are we setting by the influence that we have? What are we doing to set the stage for their future, for other people in our life, for the progress in our relationships? How are we setting that stage? So think about that. I love you guys. Thank you so much for everybody that has tuned in, all the subscribers. I think we're at like 17, but it's better than none, man. I love doing this. I love that people are positively affected and impacted by this. This is what I'm passionate about, and I just hope that everybody can see that and grab a hold of this and do this thing with me. So the challenge today, think about the influence that we have, and let's better that. Let's set the bar higher. There's no ceiling on this, so let's just keep pushing. Let's keep pushing to set the standard higher and higher, and build that culture of honor and culture of new progress and transition and success. It's awesome. All right, guys, stay blessed, stay up. I love you.